Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network. It is extraordinary what's happened in the last couple of days, isn't it?
It absolutely is. I mean, it's a 180-degree turn. And, I wrote a Substack about it today where I said last week you were feeling angst, which was a feeling of dread and doom about the inevitable because the RNC, convention, the shooting of Trump and how he was acting afterwards, and the whole debate over Joe Biden made us feel, and the news media helped this greatly,
Yes.
made us feel as if Trump's presidency was inevitable.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Really made
Exactly what
everyone-
fascists want. They want you to feel despair and hopelessness.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that this was one of the problems. I mean, many people were still out there shouting, hey, we've got to move forward with this. We have to fight on our own. But now that Joe Biden has decided to be the gentleman that he is, to show the character and strength of character that Donald Trump will never have, to actually fulfill that line, like they said in the musical Hamilton, relinquish power. I didn't know that was a thing you could do. Yeah, it is. And he pulled a straight up George Washington here, which is to step away from the presidency and do what is best for the country. Go
I
ahead.
don't think we've witnessed an act of patriotism like this in our lifetime. And I'm telling you, I'm going to be the chick that cries in my Barca Lounger tonight when the president speaks to the nation. And tomorrow when we play it on the radio, I will be once again the chick that cries on the radio. I've already started crying. I cried when he dropped out. That phone call, Malcolm, when he was on the phone with Kamala Harris and said, "I'm watching you, kid. I love you." And I thought, oh my God, and you can tell the emotion is so real between them. And this was just done flawlessly. I mean, you retweeted someone who said Dark Brandon pulled a straight okey doke on the Elite Four by blocking their plans for a ticket without Kamala. First, he endorsed her within his withdrawal. Then states began to release delegates to her. The biggest middle finger was in all the governors on their list endorsed her. I mean, just perfect, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I just want to point out what you guys are feeling here, because I suspect a lot of people are muddled and they just are a little confused. We kept using the phrase historic during the Trump administration, the first election of this character, and he kept doing so many unprecedented things and getting insane, unprecedented Supreme Court rulings that you couldn't understand the true meaning of the word historic, because they were always in a negative, dark light. And now you have just witnessed a historic change in America, something you can feel proud of. Something, I mean, I can't remember the last time I felt like this. Maybe it was soon after 9/11. But, the feeling that you were individually involved in this history. Here's where I'm going to get shouty for joy. Okay? You are involved in history now. Real history.
Malcolm, I keep saying, Twitter threads, stop making me cry. One picture of Joe Biden saying, "This is what America First looks like." The bridge that says the Joe Biden infrastructure project, bridge to the next generation. Like, I don't know if you've seen the shadow silhouettes. Rosa sat so Ruby could walk, so Kamala could run. I mean, just like every time, Kamala in front of the Statue of Liberty, that AI. I'm just like, ugh.
That's right. Yeah, but I want you to embrace that. Okay, think of me as. Think of me as the shouty Michael Beschloss here in terms of presidential history.
You're like historian for the hard of hearing. You're like that Garrett Morris character.
Right.
This is history.
This is history. We are now on the cusp. And people are like, oh, it's 4 months from now. Anything could change. Yeah. Anything could change, but what isn't going to change is what I've already seen in the first 24 hours. By the way, maxed my credit card donation.
Yep. Yeah, so did everybody.
24 hours,
yeah.
Everyone suddenly realized that this was worth investing in, that we are going to change the dynamic of this race, and that when Trump is defeated, we have a chance to defeat Trumpism.
Thank you.
And ideology. J.D. Vance was picked as the follow-on to this guy? Really? I mean,
I was laughing when you're talking about fundraising because on the other side, even Elon Musk is like, I'm out. I'm not backing this loser. Did I say $45 million a month?
Yeah, he saw the writing on the wall.
Right.
One guy put up $180 million. We could put up $100 million a month.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the average donation there was like $25.
Yeah.
And, we now have faith that not only can we create history, change history, we can be the history. I'm sorry. I will tell you the last time that I did a big ass guy cry. In terms of presidential politics, it was the moment Joe Biden and Barack Obama came out onto the stage in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Right after they won, and they were, playing the music from, We Are the, I can't remember the name of the movie, but they were playing this really triumphal music. That is going to be magnified times 100.
Mm-hmm.
American women, African American women, men who support them will save this country.
Yep.
And I'm calling on you first. Let me have a word with you guys. I saw a poll yesterday, statistic that Trump is still 10 points ahead amongst men. And that's because there is a class of men out there who thought for one instant they could dominate and control women forever, that they would have the Andrew Tating of America, that they could beat you, sexually assault you, say what they want to you. You are changing that moment. That dynamic is going to end. It is time to counterattack against this team and take history and run with it.